Hello, I'm James Whitlock. Some places are more than just earth and stone, they are prisons for things that should never be released. Today, we'll explore Highgate Cemetery in London, where ancient shadows move between forgotten tombs. Have you ever wondered what might be watching you when you walk among the dead? Highgate Cemetery was founded in 1839, a Victorian labyrinth of statues, tombs, and dense vegetation. Over the years, the place accumulated more than just corpses, it gathered secrets, untold stories, and a darkness that seems to come alive after sunset. In the 1970s, there were reports of a shadowy figure roaming the cemetery, a presence so cold and terrifying that it froze the blood of anyone who encountered it. On a rainy October night, a group of teenagers decided to explore Highgate. Among them was Alex, a natural skeptic. They entered the cemetery by climbing the rusted gate, their flashlights casting weak beams through the thick fog. The fine rain made the air heavy, and the sound of droplets echoed off the marble tombstones. As they walked, nervous laughter gave way to an uncomfortable silence. Alex felt something was wrong. The wind seemed to carry whispers, muffled words in an unknown language. He looked back and, for a second, thought he saw a shadow move between the gravestones. He shook his head, trying to dismiss the thought. They reached the famous Avenue of Angels, where weather-worn statues seemed to stare directly at the intruders. That's when they heard it, the sound of slow, dragging footsteps approaching. The flashlights began to flicker, their lights trembling as if being drained by the surrounding darkness. The group froze, their eyes wide with fear. Alex felt an intense cold wrap around his shoulders, like invisible fingers touching him. He turned to run, but his feet felt rooted to the ground. A figure emerged from the darkness, tall, cloaked in black, the contours of its face hidden by an impossible shadow. The eyes are two empty sockets, yet filled with unspeakable malevolence. The air turned icy, and Alex felt a crushing pressure in his chest, as though death itself was about to embrace him. The figure advanced slowly, making no sound. The silence was so deep that Alex's heartbeat pounded in his ears. The shadow raised a bony hand, pointing at him, and a whisper filled his mind, ancient words, full of pain and promises of eternal torment. That night, only Alex left the cemetery. His friends were never found. He was discovered wandering along Highgate's main street at dawn, his eyes glazed over and his skin cold as ice. He never spoke of what he saw, but to this day, he wakes up screaming, convinced that something is still coming for him. I'm James Whitlock, and some shadows never fade. Remember, if you decide to explore places where the dead rest, be careful. Because maybe they aren't resting and they may not want company. Until next time, and watch out for the shadows.